Hello, everyone. Mr. Schachter here to help you out with a problem that looks a little something like this. 25x to the second minus 144. Now, you're going to realize that there's a problem with this one, and that is that if you try to divide by 25, 144 doesn't divide evenly into 25. So if you're trying to solve a problem like this, your best bet is to use the factoring method. And if you realize that 25x to the second is a perfect square, it would be 5x, and 144 is 12 times 12. So if you set up the factoring of the difference of two squares, you'd get 5x minus 12 and 5x plus 12. And now if you use the ZPP, the zero product property, you get 5x minus 12 equals 0, and additionally that 5x plus 12 equals 0. And if you were to solve this problem now, you'd have to add 12 here. You're going to get 5x equals 12, and dividing by 5 will give you one solution of 12 fifths. And the second solution, you'd have to minus 12 both sides here. So you get 5x equals negative 12. Dividing by 5 would yield x equals negative 12 fifths. So this problem was a little bit different because the solutions were not clean, nice, integer solutions, but that's okay. This problem is still solvable using the factoring method. Also, you didn't have to use the factoring method. So let's try to take a look at this problem and solve it using the square root method. So if you tried to use the square root method, you would need to isolate the x squared, right? Isolate the x squared. So to do that, you could add 144 to both sides. And you'd get the new problem of 25x to the second equals 144. And to get x squared alone, you'd have to divide by 25. So you get x squared equals 144 over 25. And that doesn't simplify, so I'm just going to leave it like that. And you'd now have to take the square root of both sides. So the square root of x squared is x. And then this part's tricky. You can't actually take the square root of 144 over 25, but you can take the square root of 144 separately, which is 12. And you can take the square root of 25 separately, which is 5. And don't forget your plus minus, because you took the square root of a number, you need the plus and the minus. So either way, whether you do it using the square root method or the factoring method, you get the same answer.